Hello everyone, this is Ryan Miller 70 with another game collection update. This is actually a lot sooner than I actually thought it would probably be by the time I do another one. Heck, it hasn't even been a month since I did one. Well, whatever. Um, so this time I got a bunch of more games to update on and whatnot. Uh, so let's just get started. This first one is the only new Wii game that I got for my little collection. This is Boom Blox Bash Party. It's a pretty interesting game. I've never played the first Boom Blox. I may one day, who knows. But this is a really fun and creative game. I haven't dealt too much with its level creator. I'll probably do that way later when I unlock everything there is in the game. Because as you progress further in the game, you unlock more stuff for you to use in the level editor, which I really enjoy level editor stuff. Like the level editor or stage editor in Brawl, I I loved making stages in that thing. Like stages based off like my favorite levels from other games, stages I've seen in YouTube videos and stuff like that. I love it. And I can't wait to dig into this game's level editor. It will, but gotta wait a bit for that. But in any case, this game seems really creative with its different various ways to play a game, ways to get through its levels and stuff like that. And it's just a really fun game. I haven't tested out the multiplayer yet, but I can imagine that's going to be a lot of fun. Don't wanna do a pun or wait, no, it wouldn't be a pun. I guess I can say blast. For some reason, I thought it was Blast Party, but no, it's Bash Party. I forgot about that. But yeah, this game is this game is fun. So I mean, if you're really into like if you want to get another game for the Wii that's real that you can play at parties or whatever, this is a game that I could highly recommend. I mean, even people I've talked to that have played this game, they say this is one of their favorite party games on the Wii, and we all know the Wii has a shit ton of party games, so that's really saying something. So yeah, it's Boom Blox Bash Party. Next up, I have two new PlayStation 2 games. First off is SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. As you may remember, I did get SOCOM 3 some time ago. I got it for Christmas last year, and I loved that game. Everything about SOCOM 3, I loved it. How you lead a team around and you can tell them to do stuff for you, the different ways to go about progressing a level, and how different things you do affect how the level will play out and stuff like that. I loved that. And so I wanted to see more of it. So I went out and got SOCOM 2, and in a way, it kind of is a bit more of it, even though it's like a previous installment. I mean, it doesn't have as much as SOCOM 3. I mean, I'm not that far in it, but I don't know if there's like vehicles you can drive around and stuff like that, like SOCOM 3 had, which was a really good thing, in my opinion, from SOCOM 3. But still, this game still has all the stuff that you can use to order your team members around. It has various different ways to get through levels, and doing different things in the level impacts how the level will play out. Like if you sneak around, you can get through the level a lot easier. If you're just going guns a blazing, the levels will be a lot harder for you to get through. And I just love that. I want to play more of it, honestly, and I most likely am going to. It's a really fun game. I love this series. I normally hate shooters with a passion, but goddamn, man, I want to play more SOCOM. I need more SOCOM in my life, man. I love this. So yeah, SOCOM 2. The other new PlayStation 2 game I got is Devil May Cry. I've never played a Devil May Cry game before, which may surprise a lot of you. I mean, not even at a friend's house or demoing it or anything. I've never touched Devil May Cry before until now. I've seen plenty of Let's Plays of the original quad trilogy, I guess. I mean, I never watched a lot of playthroughs on the fourth one. I watched quite a bit of the first one, and of course the infamous scene that like everyone knows, where Dante's holding Trish or something, and about the why couldn't I fill your dark soul with light, or whatever the hell it was. God, I can't wait to get to that. But I think that's close to the end of the game. And don't want anyone get on my ass for spoiling that. That's one of the most well-known scenes from the entire game, kind of like from Mega Man X with I don't know which Mega Man X that is, honestly, where Zero's holding that one girl and saying, "What am I fighting for?" Oh god. But yeah, I mean the gameplay in this, it's fun. I mean, it took me a bit to get used to the fixed camera perspective, but after I did, I loved it. I loved going around with the handguns and shooting enemies. I loved combining that with the sword play for really good combos. I just love going through this game. The story seems really interesting. Dante as a character seems, kind of, I can't really say relatable or that funny, honestly, but, he's a cool character. I like him. I'm not a big enough fan of the game to really jump on board I hate the reboot, Dante with so much passion because he made fun of the original Dante. I'm not that much of a fan yet to say that or jump on board or have a good enough opinion of that. But yeah, this game is really fun. I love it. I wish I would have got into it more earlier. Maybe someday I'll check out Devil May Cry 2, 3, and if I get another game system that has it, Devil May Cry 4, and who knows, maybe even the reboot. I don't know. But yeah, it's a fun game. I definitely recommend it to anyone that's a fan of hack and slashers. So yeah, it's Devil May Cry. Next up, I got 3 new N64 games. Yeah, I haven't added to this library in quite a long time. Felt kind of weird adding to it. But first here is Resident Evil 2. Now, this is the second Resident Evil game I've played. The first one being Resident Evil 4. And Resident Evil 4 in my entire life was the only Resident Evil I've ever played. I never played the original trilogy up till I got 4. After 4, I played I played completely through Resident Evil 5 with a friend, but not in the way you're supposed to play through it. Well, yeah. Going back to Resident Evil 2, it's a lot different from Resident Evil 4. I mean, it's definitely, I can see where fans are coming from now with them saying that, Resident Evil 4 doesn't hold much of a horror aspect or any of that kind of stuff as the earlier ones did. I can kind of see where they're coming from with that, but I still kind of like Resident Evil 4 a bit more. Not that I don't like this game, I love it. I'm just not a fan of fixed camera angles, and the way I had the game set up, the controls set up at first kind of bugged me, where every time the camera changed, you have to get used to a whole new way to control the character. Then I messed with the settings and found a control setting that actually fits me. So yeah, that made the game a lot more enjoyable for myself. I've heard this game is actually better on like the PlayStation or something, but I got the N64 version because that's all the store near me had, and I really wanted to play this game. So yeah, I do enjoy it though. I haven't gotten very far in it. First time I played it, I died. I think like right after you like go on that bus or something, and then you go out on the other end, and I died like right facing all those other zombies because I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's a fun game. I really want to get more into it. So yeah, it's Resident Evil 2. Next up is a rather well-known game, and one that I kind of wish would have been put on like the Wii Virtual Console or Wii U Virtual Console for all that matters. But, this was back when Rareware, the used to be king of gaming, now they're just kind of piles of shit that tease us with Conquer at E3 and then say fuck you to everyone because we don't want to make a new Conquer game. You guys got to make it. Enough of that. This is Donkey Kong 64. Now, I don't think I've played much of a Donkey Kong game before. I played a bit of both of the Country Returns games, um, a bit of the first Donkey Kong Country, and is that it? Do I even own any other Donkey Kong games? I don't think so. I have way too many games to keep track of. Um, that may be it. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll just look it up later on my big list that I have on my computer. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. Brings me back to when you heard of a Rareware game, you were like, yes, gotta go get it, gotta, just need to own it. And this is a really fun game. I know this game holds the record for like most collectibles in any game ever, and it deserves that title. There's a shit ton of stuff to collect in this game, and I'm really enjoying it. Again, another game I'm not that far into. I've only beaten, well, I can't really say beaten, but did a bit with the first level, trying to get access to the second level, but I can't figure out how. At the time of me voicing this, maybe in the video clips I found some way to get there. I don't know. But yeah, it's a really fun game, and if you enjoy platformers or any of that kind of stuff, I'd recommend Donkey Kong 64 in a heartbeat. But the problem is, you can only play it if you have an N64. I don't think this game has ever been re-released on the Wii Virtual Console, Wii U Virtual Console, and we all know it's not going to be on the Xbox Live or Xbox Live Arcade or whatever the hell it is, because it's Donkey Kong. From what I hear, Microsoft didn't realize that Rare didn't own Donkey Kong. So, yeah. So it's a fun game. If you have an N64 and can find a copy of it, definitely pick it up. Do not skip it. Get it. Because you will have a blast with this game. It's so much fun.